I'm not perfect. Despite everything, despite my stature, despite my beautiful hair, despite my discipline, despite my actions taken when necessary, I am not perfect. I don't aim to be perfect. What I aim to be is better, a little bit better every single day, better than who I was yesterday. But it doesn't take a perfect man to realize where this situation is kind of messed up, and I'll get into it in a minute. So as you already know, I am done with my first year of college. I said so in my last video and multiple other videos that the finish line for college, my first year, my freshman year, was coming close. And it's been long past. It's been 7 days since my last college experience, and I must say it was not the best experience. I didn't get the opportunity to meet many people. I'm kind of a hermit crab when it comes to social events, but it is what it is. You know, I'm sure I'll figure that out as I go. But the one major thing that I can take away from this is that college, in regards to test taking and studying for those tests, is extremely unfair. Now, I know you might be, groaning, be like, oh, another college video. Yeah, well, I mean, like I'm talking about college to prove a point, so just give me a minute. So the third exam for my computer science final, the final test, the final, the big boy, the big boss, was worth 40% of my overall class grade, right? So this massive test, 40%, right? Every single thing before this, 60%. This test, 40%, right? Massive test, huge. I was given 2 weeks to study for it, and I studied every single day for about 2 to 3 hours for 2 weeks, every single day, 14 days. That is 28 to 35 hours of studying that I did. That's a lot of studying. And guess what I got? Now, to put it into context, a pass, like the best score that you can get, like the perfect score is a 100 out of 100. A passing score is anything above a 70. I got a 72. And I will say, when I got the test, it was one of those memes where like, oh, you're looking at the person, you're in class, you get a test and you're looking at the person who you cheat off of, and then they flip over the test and they're like, oh, and then that's when you know, like, you're cooked. That's when you know you're done for. This was me, but I don't cheat off of anyone. I cheat off of myself. And I couldn't even rely on my own photographic memory to do this, because that final was one of the hardest tests I've ever taken in my entire life. Nothing could have prepared me for it. Not even the 35 hours of studying I did the 2 weeks prior. And to add insult to injury, the past 2 exams, remember how I said there's 3 total exams in the computer science class. The past 2, I got 100s on. I don't even know how I did it. I don't even know. So I studied really hard for a test and I barely passed, which kind of tanked my grade. I had a great grade in that class. Now I have a mid grade, My grade went from Attack on Titan to Soul Eater. Sorry. But, it's like, now what? Well, now nothing. Now I live my life. I forget about it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I still passed. And at the end of the day, I'm still going to be a sophomore. I'm not going to be held back to my freshman year. I hope. I'm not in the clear just yet. I still need to get to my sophomore year of college. But now that little college spiel is over, it is now the next day. From recording this video, it is exactly 24 hours later. I was not able to finish recording yesterday because of yard work, some different stuff that just kept adding noise to the back of the footage. So I just decided to keep you guys from hearing that little buzzing that would have driven you crazy eventually. So let's pick up where I left off. Now that I'm done with that whole college rant, I can actually talk about what I was meant to last time. What I'm trying to speak to you about today is that it's in the past. And I know I've made a video about this earlier in my channel, but I don't think people realize just how important those 4 words actually are. I'm no Sigma male. I'm no Sigma Alpha grindset male, but I saw a video of David Goggins one time who was like, hey man, you fail a test, forget about it. Boyfriend, girlfriend break up with you, forget about it. Like get over. No, he didn't say forget about it. He said get over it. Boyfriend, girlfriend break up with you, get over it. You failed that test you studied hard for, get over it. You working for a promotion, someone else got it before you, get over it. Life throws curveballs at you, or like life like messes with your brain and stuff like that. I don't usually subscribe to those kind of people. I don't really listen to those kind of influential, inspirational speakers. I mean, sometimes I do. Sometimes they pop up on my TikTok For You page, and I'm pretty grateful for that. But I haven't really paid attention to those videos until that one, where it was like, whoa, man, this guy's actually cooking. And David Goggins is no Andrew Tate. David Goggins is no like what color is your Bugatti? He's no Andrew Tate. But I can respect David Goggins for that one, absolutely, and a lot more. And I must admit, David Goggins did cook with this one. He cooks with a lot of inspirational quotes, but this one he's absolutely right with. If you mess up, forget about it. If you succeed, I mean, life moves fast, and you're not going to be able to, you have no time available in your life to hang on to the misinputs. You have no time to take every small little either inconvenience or every massive problem in your life. You have no time to just hang on to that. You can't. The only thing you should be hanging on to is the lasting consequences of those problems so that you can figure those out as soon as possible, not the problem itself. For example, if someone you love cheats on you, thankfully, this hasn't happened to me, and I hope it never happens to me or you, because I assume that is a feeling that must suck, but you need to get over the fact that you were cheated on. However, you shouldn't try to get over the fact that you're still healing and you're still trying to process what happened, because that is an extremely important part of growth. It's like when you're mowing the lawn, but you need to regrow the lawn. So instead of putting the bag at the back of the lawnmower, you just kind of you let the grass seeds spread out everywhere so you can still vitalize the lawn. It's kind of like that. You're supposed to clean up the lawn, right? You're supposed to get over the issue, but then you're supposed to heal from the issue. You're supposed to let the lawn spread. You're supposed to let it grow. And I see so many people in my life, on social media, just everywhere in general, they're just not letting go of things. I fall victim to this as well. I have an extremely hard time letting go of things. I have a hard time forgiving. I have a hard time forgetting. I have a hard time just getting out of my head when I mess up, because I mess up a lot. I mess up a bunch. I mess up every single day. The one thing I mess up with predominantly is my self-control. My self-control within food, primarily, because I will admit I've been getting a little bit chubbier lately. I've been getting a few pounds. It's not fun. One of the better things that I had to deal with, I guess, in college was the fact that everything in the school cafeteria was absolutely disgusting, including the grilled chicken, but they had a grilled chicken almost every single day. So I was getting in my protein, I was getting in my carbs. They had these terrible French fries that I just, I ate because it was carbs, and then they had salad. So I was eating very, very healthy at college. And now that I'm back home, it's a little bit harder to manage that, but I'll figure out a way. I always do. And that should be your goal too. If there is a problem that isn't quite over with, so you can't really get over it yet, figure out a way out of it. You as an individual are smart enough. I don't think you realize that. And I know I say, just get over it, as in oh yeah, why don't you just forget about it? Why don't you just let whatever trauma or whatever experiences you have just, out in one ear, out the other. No. When I say get over it, I mean make an attempt to get over it. I don't mean actually in that minute just oh, my life is fine now. No, because I understand how that works. You can watch a million inspirational videos on TikTok. You can watch thousands of hours of David Goggins speaking on TikTok. I don't even know if he's spoken for that long, but you can watch the most inspirational stuff in the world and you will still be unmotivated. You can watch thousands of hours of one thing and you can experience thousands of hours of one thing, and still your brain will believe the opposite. That's just how it works. But yet again, you can't get over something if you don't try. You can't do anything if you don't try. So to sum everything up, if you're going through something, because I know you are, everyone is, try your best to get over it, because life loves to throw curveballs right inside your brain. And I know that sounds weird, but it is true. If you look back on your life, you'll notice that every time something starts going good, it goes bad again. Because unfortunately, that's the wavelength, right? You get your ups and your downs and your plateaus, right? Life loves to just boom. So try your best. Try your best, and I promise amazing things will come out of it. If it happened to me, it will happen to you too. Stay safe.